We'll mute it. Right. We'll start with Melody. As our first decker. Question is, what do we do with our hand? So I can put little to get rid of it, and then play Tome. That's probably the best bet, even though it allows them to do stuff too. I suppose if they have clashes, it's probably the wrong play. But now we get to bottom our cards. Yeah, I can empty my entire hand. Well, actually, if they have anything that generates tokens, we can just ripple away. I'll still get something to put in the arsenal. I think that's better than giving them the token as well. I think I need to use this a lot more sparingly. Nasty Surprise could be nice. Yeah, that's what we wanted. Much better hand. And thinning out the deck. It's probably still trying to stall for a turn. In fact, that's what they're doing. Perfect. That was just over pitch. Get rid of Nasty Surprise. Yes, play Nasty Surprise. We pitch the other Nasty Surprise. And the next turn Tunic will be up, and hopefully we'll have draw enough to pull things off. And they don't go for another stall turn. If they do, we just wait it out. Yeah, it just allows us to, again, continue to cycle our hand until we like what we have. Yeah, that's fine. So, it's not scary in China, because there's just not enough frost available, in all honesty. I'm just going to burn more of my hand. I could be generating the copper, which could come in handy. In fact, that could have been turn 4, right? Which means I could have had enough copper to use cash in. Class and talent types. Does that matter? No. No, it does not. I can technically block fish more. Well, actually, no, I can't. Because that's 3. I'd have to use Tunic. Is that worth it? It doesn't even fully block it. But we buy another turn. They're not doing anything with frost. The Sun's Kiss is a little awkward. But we should be fine. The pummel and the discard, that's regrettable. But not enough. Yeah, so we discard the unmovable and we just play the Subkiss. Double pummel, though, is bad. I can go fast and then this can go. I should have blocked. Although that then would have, you know, caught all the combo pieces. It all depends what they have this turn. Another double pummel would definitely be a nightmare. I know, well, they could have the Victor spec, so that'd be 10. That'd also be bad. A big bet for an 8, floating 1. Of that they get Gold, Might, and Vigor. I think we're fine. We might not be, though. The 1 scares me. Yep, there's another pummel. Ah. Oh well. Up the ante, close enough, right? Could still choose 2, so they take the plus Y. They pick any wager, it already has wager. That makes it 10. Exactly. Well, 11. Where's it 11? X plus 1. Alright, they had 2 resources. Yeah, so they could still won, even if they didn't use Tunic. Oh well. We'll just go down the list, is what I'm thinking. So Riptide's up next. Oh, try it again. Sure. More favorable, right? Because we're a lot more reactive. Don't have to swap anything. The arcane pings they have aren't substantial. Well, Arts of War, no. Should be fine. We have Nourishing straight away, right? So nothing in the arsenal, so I always like just first turn Nourishing, even in a hand like this where we don't have anything to buff it. So just do Gauntlets, Nourishing. We will keep the Buzzsaw, I think. Put that in the arsenal. So 2, 4, and a 3. We should be fine, and we should get the intellect bonus. Yeah, so some damage, a nice juicy hand. Things are looking better. And the melody. Erase face. And we have Memorial Ground, which is perfect as well with the premeditate. So next turn we can pop off with that. Question is, how many traps do I actually need? Do the Perch Grapplers. Do that. See if they pummel again. I'm guessing they run all the copies. So I'll do Tripwire. Yeah. Because if they don't pay, that also neuters pummels, right? Because the hit effects won't trigger. Alright, end of the turn, so we can Memorial Ground. I'll put Nourishing on top of the deck. Into the arsenal, we'll go the Tripwire Trap. We'll draw the Nourishing, and then we can always reel in off the Buzzsaw. If we need the resources. Right, if 2 traps isn't enough. But usually Shiner doesn't string too many things together. That tells me they might have traps. Them playing reactively. So it sells Dominate even if they use Buzzsaw. But it'll only be a 6, meaning they could fully block it. And I also can't get into the arsenal now. So I guess it's back and forth. Until they do something. I'm not doing it. What could we do if we wanted to do something? I could just reel in and see what else we get. But yeah, so they have traps, we have traps, and it's just a patient standoff. But they have Tunic up now, so hopefully that's tempting enough. It is not. Well, we can swing and rotate. If we get... No, if they have Buzzsaw, none of our buffs matter, because none of them are afterwards. And unless we can get Tripwire out, I'm not attacking. I'm guessing they want us to swing. Fine, I'll be the big man. Ah, no. So it's not that they had traps, it's that they're... It's not that good, but still. Freezing's not bad. Still not gonna do anything? I attack, so it's your turn. So what would happen in a tournament match? Well, I know things are timed. Well, technically, when I win, right? If we just continue to pass because I'm born 4th because I'm on the high life total. And we just time out. You can't flail. You can swing the flail. Yeah. We have 2 traps are fine, but yeah. I mean, with this hand, I mean, it's blitz, so we'd have fun. I would have liked them to, you know, flail. We clear out Arsenal and then I can play Nourishing. But we still can't. So, Deep Blue's something from hand. I mean, we can play Nourishing without the buff. Or I can find the other Nourishing and mask away. I'd have to... God. It's probably Buzzsaw and we know it. But we'll do this, right? Only Nourishing has to be played from the arsenal, correct? Yeah, so Tripwire goes away. I'm wasting the mask. We're wasting the Deep Blue. Warmongers. All this to get Buzzsword. Go on. Is it Buzzsaw? It's a trap, at the very least, because that's the 11. It's collapsing. It's not so bad. But, yeah, now we're kind of behind. So they're saying they run just not a cohesive deck. I'm guessing just the specs from every class and then a whole bunch of buffs. Yeah, the Lunging Press is a weird addition. Double Plunder Run. See? It'd be wonderful if I still had Mask. I suppose I could have played it without putting it in the arsenal. I think I'm just rotating the reel in. Yeah. Saying goodbye to the Talishar. Line Strike. 5, they picked draw a card. We still have to overtrap it. We'll stay nice and ripe with our health total. We need Codex or Memorial Ground for the Nourishing. Two more traps, load up the Pitfall. Probably play all 3 against Endless Winter. An 8, so it'll be 4, 7, 10. Hummel still gets through. Yeah, if only Tripwire Trap was the last one. Suppose I could have also just stuck a Plunder Run on the chain. That would have been 4. We played around the red pummel. Oh, I guess it's not a reaction. Do we care about the Frostbite for a turn? No, I don't, in all honesty. Oh, 1, 2, 3. That's only 4 tokens. I'd love to get up consistently in China, right? The 3 discard could be so impactful. But pitching 12 means it has to be in the arsenal and then 4 blues in hand. Finally, a CNC. That destroys the Pitfall Trap, which is fine. Do I care about taking the 6? I kind of do. We'll get rid of the plundered runs. Because at least now another one's not lethal. Is it double pummel or buff up the ante? No? So we're discarding... The greater than is going to come in more handy, especially getting rid of their arsenal. There's Remembrance for the Nourishing. That's actually good enough. And we can get back Premeditate and a Plunder run. We have 3 traps as well. It's just an 8. I really like to get the Inertia proc off. That won't happen unless they add something to it. So the question is, do I care about taking a 5? The Rock Slide ping enough? Guess the Rock Slide ping would be enough. I mean, if they're playing another pummel from Arsenal, then that's fine anyway. Alright, well, Remembrance back. What? Definitely the Nourishing, Premeditate, and Plunder's probably better than the Warmongers. In Blitz, at least. We are, unfortunately, in range with a CNC. We haven't drawn any tomes, which is a bit sad. I'd very much like them to recoup my HP. Ah, there we go. Nothing I can do, we can only block for 2. I mean, technically we're alive. Well, I can block for 4. Is that enough? Does that play around a pummel? Doesn't play around double pummel. $11. No, so it's game. Alright. We can also delete some decks. I don't need the Armory deck anymore. This was just a fun, rolly deck. Go up to Dash, then. Well, we might play some Class Constructed, too. We'll play... Do I have Shriner? Class Constructed deck? I mean, KO is still legal in Class Constructed anyway. I guess we can just copy this deck and remove the Berserks. DC. Okay, so Berserk has to go, unfortunately. But that's also kind of nice because it means the only card that does something, right? Well, isn't it not an attack, is Blood Rush Bellow. Which is what 3 things to put in. They're either Rising Speed or Zealous Beating, right? Rising speed is go again when we have our draw discards. Zal speeding is go again as long as we've pitched anything the turn. It's probably Zal speeding, I want to say. We can also take more blues. We take like tail limb from limb. Against dash. I think we still go first. Ah, perfect. Yes, I definitely do. Made many tweaks. So this is the inventor of the deck that we're playing, right? They're pointing out to us, and yeah, it's right up our alley. It's exactly what we tried to do with combos. This is just a normal version. Okay, so I have modified his deck a little bit, but we'll see then. Either way, they should both play similar. They're both wanting Convection Amplifier as our big payoff card. No, wait, what? He took Klloo Pounder instead. That's interesting. Very interesting. So, yeah, it's basically just big attack buff, right? So, for instance, with the Blossom of Spring right now, we could high-speed impact and then just dominate with, BIOS updates and a Gigawatt for 3, 7, 10, 12. So not big enough just yet. So we're just going to pass. Get rid of the whole, turn 1, disadvantage, advantage. We will stash probably the 0 cost buff, right? Keep everything out. So Outpace, this is the better one. This can't be defended by equipment, right? So that plus Dominates means you're most likely only defending with 3 or 4-ish damage. The question is, what do? We don't have any defensive equipment, so that is a difference. So whether or not we're still trying to go for just an OTK. Which we kind of are, right? Next turn we can do 3 with high-speed impact. I think that's good enough. We could also cycle it, look for something. Like a boom grenade would be good. I think we should be able to just pump it and be happy with next turn's damage. Do a Talishar swing. Yeah, so we're definitely taking too much, but again, I have no equipment. We're just here to hit hard, basically. Alright, so we can go Convection. Alright, we then go Braces. The red, perfect. We can then go BIOS. Recharge. Pitch. Oh, wait. Was Recharge the right one? Yeah, no, Blossom. Gigawatt. And then Outpace. Boost it. And we get an action point to also shoot with Symbiosis Shot. So if you get some of the grenades, right, out on field, then you'd have 2 extra shots with Symbiosis Shot, which would be nice. But we'll both be low. That's how much we defend. But a 17 with Dominate and can't be defended by equipment is definitely nice. So I think the grenades would matter, right? Only the boom grenades. More shot damage, more pistol. They spelled pistol. Oh yeah. Yeah, so it's definitely better to find the items. 17 dominates. Dash is, yeah, it's kind of gross. Into, shots. It's only 1 though, because we only have 1 item. Yeah, I can get you the deck list. I'll send you both. The tweaked and the original. Problem is now we're both sort of on the back foot, because we're both in lethal range. If he had the convection amplifier, I'd be screwed, in all honesty. So it's a 5, right? The question is, what are we trying to do next turn? We can still dominate a non-equipment attack and buff it slightly. But I can only block with 1 card then. Wait, technically I could have played Lay Waste instead of Outpace. That's a misplay. I missed 1 damage. Or 2. Might be fine here. The 1 damage probably really mattered. It would have been a 6. Yeah, the 1 damage screwed me. Oh, no, never mind, because we have to defend. So is it double? And then stash the locked and loaded? No, I have to attack too. Otherwise, we're just going to lose. Royal dash. So the first one was my version, and then this one is the OG. I have to choose all 3 cards? Is that what Pulse Wave does? A reveal, and then they add 1 to the block. Yeah. I remember now. Take the 1. As dash doesn't matter. 3 is still bad. But taking 1's not horrible. Because he's running Talishar too. Alright, and then he swings. Life Gauntlets. Into... Oh, he did put in maximum velocity. That is scary. So even though we got 17, it was slightly short. So yeah, either version of the deck is quite good. I still think his turn could be insaner with the, or more guaranteed, with the convection amplifier. But maybe I'm wrong, because you get 3 uses out of the pounder. Ah, he wanted to show off his version, cool. Yeah. It's a fun dash deck. Cheers. You too. Enjoy work. Would be nice to get maximum velocity to work. So what was it? Klloo pounder. Nice thing too is you can run both copies and it's blue. And the only thing I don't like is the fact that it's once per turn. Does a +2 really that impactful versus the dominate? Because if you get the boom grenades on board, right? It's equivalent to one of the buffs we played anyway. But then you get the Symbiosis shot with it. The question is, how big would you have to make the dominate attack, right? So outpace with dominates to then not care about buffing it, but having grenades for shots. To be honest, the proper way to probably play it is just still dominate turn 1, do something small, stash a buff, and then dominate turn 2, and space it out. I think that's what I should have done. Because you get 2 uses of the convection amplifier. Maybe you need to hit more attacks, because that's another thing. In this version, I don't have them. Why did I take Tome again? Because of the Achilles, I guess? Yeah, so you could have a big follow-up because of the boosting. think Tome gets cut. I don't think you need Spark of Genius. Although Spark of Genius fetches the grenades or Bios. So actually, Spark of Genius is fine, because that's equivalent to drawing a yellow or a red Boom Grenade, which are not in the deck. So the red Boom Grenade should be in the deck. Yeah. You still take the cash in, just for the one turn where you get the +5. Ooh, new Reiner versus old Reiner. Interesting. It's just a no miss, and then once we have Blood Rush, you just Savage Sash, right? I mean, even from turn 1, I'm probably happy enough to just attack. Oh, and we take gold to float a resource. I mean, technically off Savage Sash, I go Wild Ride. If Wild Ride doesn't get hit, Wild Ride. Is that worth it? I mean, they're slowing themselves. We'll see what we can do. Pitch the one. I always just like popping off with Sash. It's a pitchable, discardable. We'll go for it. Savage Sash is crazy. Yeah. So as long as we roll right, we get the Bean Trackers even if we have to Savage Feast here. And most likely because of the draw, we want it anyway. Okay, and, you know, seeking equipment on turn 1 is still something I'm very happy to take. So actually, the right thing to do here, because we have the action point, is the Savage Feast, right? Because in KO, this is a 0, right, with Sash, and still has a draw effect. There's a good chance we don't hit the Clash, or we don't hit the Wild Ride, perfect. We draw something back, that's fine, it's still pitchable for Wild Ride. And even Flock fits into the deck, because there's so many ones. Although that being like a Bear Fangs would be nicer. Basically, it's just play everything you have every turn. Probably, yeah. But it's Blitz, so we just have fun. They got their rolls, though, so that's kind of nice. Only thing is Apex misses a lot, because I take a lot of 5s instead. I mean, they're still doing alright, in terms of attacking back. At least we have the guaranteed Beast Within hit. Well, at least we didn't really need the agility. There's something in Arsenal, so pulping could be denied. But we're most likely just swinging afterwards, but it should still be Wild Ride. No, it can't be Wild Ride, because pulping's not yellow. Yeah. Not bad. Also hits, not the Beast Within, sadly. I'm guessing they're happy with their hand. That's big enough. Like, look at this. Savage Sash makes this a 0 go again. For 6. I mean, I'm happy with my hand. If we could survive is the quandary. So we could Ravenous Rabble. If we had agility, we could Flock as well. And there's still sizable block as well. I think we risk it for the biscuit. See what else they're doing. Yeah, Fangs, low roll. Still 4. We do have to block. Yeah, so it's probably just Ravenous into the what? Flock? Get the Quicken token for next turn. That's probably decent enough. Well, actually, no, because I can't reveal because I'm pitching. Probably just Ravenous. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I mean, no matter what you play with KO in Blitz, everything's super fun. Do I want to guarantee the Quicken? That's the question. We're probably dead next turn anyway. But I suppose arsenaling the charges a little bit better. Or arsenaling the Rabble is something to play. Look at that, it's still a 6 because of our Might token. Quicken generation. It's better than, in my opinion, than just discard for agility. Or another Raider roll. We want misses though. 5. Scab skins. Let that be the only good roll. They also haven't hit a 6 Rugged Roller. Ah, they got it. Oh well. On to Rhino. So basically, well, your earlier question, these are all my combos that I'm interested in so far. And then working on Zen and Enigma. All of which can just be played like Melody, in all honesty. The Benji one's shenanigans. I wouldn't say it's strong, though. Yeah, Riptide's gonna be fun with Murky Water. We can get our value block now, which is nice. Kind of want to keep a Massacre. We'll get rid of Barrage Bighorn. Basically, stash the Wild Ride. And then next turn, pop off. Also, technically I didn't have block with equipment because I had... I forget I have 6s. I'm too used to playing KO. Yeah, so basically in this deck, right, Intimidate off the action points, Intimidate. Technically we get a ton of damage across now, but I really want the Arsenal card. But unless they can do the 20 to us next turn, I'm more than happy just to keep the Massacres for the Intimidate. Well, yeah, there'll definitely be bad matchups for Murky Arrow, but it is super strong. I don't know why they thought you needed Trap Recycle. Because there's still a handful of decks, but like Nourishing Riptide with traps can shut down so many decks. Especially in CC where the 3, Command and Conquers don't really matter. Alright, so on our turn, it's nice. We get to Wild Ride off the Insultant Battery to guarantee the Massacre. So that's 2 discard. We'd also Monstrous Veil first and take the chance. Do we want to do it that way? But yeah, being in Oz, it'll suck trying to get a playset. So, equipment-wise, they have much block. They do not. No. There's definitely Sash. You take the 50-50 with Monstrous. that worth it versus just having the double intimidate? I feel like we'll be fine. We'll wild ride. The go again doesn't get denied anyway. Nah. Everything goes face. Yeah, singles have been dwindling here, especially for new stuff. And not it being the expansion slot. But we'll find it, I'm sure. So we didn't grab any draw, so I don't necessarily have to use being trackers, but we do get one cycle as well. We get Savage Feast, the action point matters, but I do have the other wild ride, so I can't wait. The aim counter use is definitely something. And yeah, that's the other wonderful thought, right? If they ever introduce more aim support, it just gets even better. They do have, what, 24 HP, unfortunately? But either way, this should be a nice swing turn. Alright. So it's probably worth doing the Monstrous Veil first. Trying to get the last two cards. Come on, hit the Massacre, hit the Massacre. Into Blood Rush. Okay, well that changes things. We'll definitely take the point. And we'll definitely play Blood Rush. Yeah, two cards back. We're looking for one. Unfortunately, only a swing with a big tree. Still worth it because we have the action point, right? And Wild Ride is draw then discard. So it still works out. Still going to be a ton of damage. $10 into an 8. And we clear their board. The only problem I have with Reiner is they get the cards back. So it's not as powerful as KO, where you're just doing straight damage and exhausting their hand. Yeah, so Savage Swing is what we wanted. Right? 0 cost. Not as powerful as the zeros in KO. And when I say 0, I mean 0 with Savage Sash. Our next turn also kind of sucks. It's basically just Bare Fangs. I can't even swing properly. So I should be blocking the ones. Yeah. Oh well. We'll keep the blue and we'll stash the other Bare Fangs. Well, depending on what gets hit. What instant could they have? Pulping. Pulping's not bad to go into the arsenal instead of a Bare Fangs. So if they let damage through, yeah, clearing the board is definitely nice. Just putting out the Sentinel. Was it, can be attacked when it's becomes a target attack, destroyed, and close the combat chain. The attack does not resolve. So that does buy them a turn, unfortunately. I can just swing at it, I suppose, instead. Means we can block with that. So they bought a turn for nothing. Because they didn't get Spectral Shields, they didn't get anything else out of it. Right, they lost their arsenal. Was that worth it? I don't know if that was necessarily worth it. Yeah, Luminaris is ridiculous. And everyone just plays New Prism with it. So, might not ever cycle out of Blitz. So we can pop it, but they can still pay a resource. So we have a decent chance of hitting the Beast Within. Ah, wait, no. We need a 7. So I should have let that 6 through and then hit the next one. I just lost a card from hand. They picked which pigment? Well, they picked Bologna to attack with her. It's the Ward 4 I'm more worried about. So pulping might miss, but it's all we can do. Pulping to the face. Wait, no. I can guarantee that pulping is go again and clear. We lose 2 damage this way, right? But it is better to attack Valina. Hit the Beast Within, come on. No, it hit whatever we had. I'll still swing with a big tree to face. No, I can meet Axe and hope for something better. To stash, I mean. I don't know how many turns are left, that's the issue. It'd probably better Mandible Claw Meat Axe, right? Probably better. Because then we're also trying to get rid of their hand that we survive. Yeah, Claw into Meat Axe, you're exactly right. Triumph is the one that's -1, yeah. That's also kind of disgusting. Ical, you know, popping is the big mechanic to play around, and then Prism just has an auto. Let's just gut every single 6 you put in your deck for that exact reason. Maybe I should be clearing the Mirage as well. But the fact that they can find Triumph, I guess it doesn't really matter. All depends on with what card we left them. Hopefully we survive a turn. It's just a 6, no Phantasm. It's fine, this version of Rhina has plenty of block. Taking the 1 I don't think really matters. There is the arcane damage one, right? The thing that pings. But I think it's just try and clear. Fortunately, they get a Spectral Shield now. Probably the Phantasm. That is a interesting thing to spam. Do you want penis? Are you penis? Are you just trying to do penis? You're not getting the blocks out of me with haze bending. We get rid of the 2. Well, actually, no. We get rid of, unfortunately, the Blood Rush here. Oh, that is not the right button. See you tomorrow, maybe. Triumph is -1, and we only have 6s. Oh well. You win some, you lose some. Hmm? Yeah, I know. Yeah. All good. Pulping and Agile in, and 2 still gets through. But a good game nonetheless. Right, we like going back and forth. Same one, a rematch? Sure. Gives me a chance to find Blood Rush and have a crazier Savage Slash turn. So yeah, so 6, 6, 6. Unfortunately, all yellows. We probably want the Savage Beast for the action point. Get rid of Savage Swing. Ooh, Shimmers. So I had to see what Enigma does with this. So, probably just smashing and wait. Yeah. If it hits the Beast within, we're kind of sad. But it being a 3, we do kind of want to get rid of it. You know what? No, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. It's just clear the board. It's always just clear the board until we can pop off. Problem is, I like to play very greedily. We just like to combo. The potential's there. There is a 46 damage possible turn. Alright, there's a go again. There's a being Tracker's target. That's kind of worth sashing. They don't have much ward on board either. So a lot of the damage is going to get through. If we high roll enough, it's definitely worth it. But then also the pulping could be denied. Nice thing too is I can do the go again off Savage Beast straight away. But it does hit bad. We'll go for it. It's probably not worth veiling. Yeah, it's probably not worth veiling. But we'll do the Black Gauntlet just to get more cards out of hand. Because ideally, I want to play the pulping when they have nothing in hand, just to be safe. Yeah. And I have a good chance of hitting the Beast within. And if we don't, then we Monstrous Veil it. Alright, so yeah, pulping hits the last card now. So we don't even have to Monstrous Veil, which means we can have a Mandible Claw turn at some point. We really wanted to hit the Beast within. Perfect. But not quite. I feel like we're a little shy. There's definitely Mandible Claw. Pitch the Wrecker Romp. Barraging Axe. Do I have enough resources? I should have enough resources. Yeah, I should be fine. No, no, I'm not. Yes, I am. Even if I draw a red, we can still axe. I'm overthinking it. Ah, no, I'm not, because barraging doesn't draw. But it's still 7. Yeah, alright. So there's the turn with South Sash. With just the absurd amount of cards. Yeah. Way better in KO. Alright, so tiebreaker time. Bad hand to start, though. It's the same thing, so it's equipment. I'm more tempted to overblock here, because I really don't like my hand. I mean, it'll be the same sort of scenario where I just clear the board. At least smashing is a draw discard. I can't see them doing much else, so I'm going to do that, right? If it's another Herald anyway, 1 card should be more than enough. Yeah, it's the same opening. But now we have Breakneck Battery to put in our arsenal. That's kind of okay. Alright, so Savage Beast again is just the Bean Tracker's hitter. I mean, it's a redo. We're in basically the same position, and they don't have ward again. Yeah. Okay. Question is, how do we play it? Because Savage Beast is in the hand now, not Arsenal, so I can't save it, and I technically want to play it first. But then we also want to play the Pulping. I don't care about the hand as much, so Monstrous Veil is kind of okay to hit the other discard. So it'd be 1, 2 discard. Does that make a difference? Either way, it's still Sash. Sash, Life Gauntlet. If it hits a Savage Feast, I'm sad, so no, we'll wait. Yeah. We'll just play Savage Feast. Back base. Activate. Oh, that was that was wrong. That was a yes. Yeah. I only took it because, again, the draw discard is what you really want. Alright, because now we have go again. At least draw a card. Plus it's yellow. There's value to it. Alright, so it's now the Pulping off of a yellow. And then Breakneck. We can cycle and look for something else as well. Is it Wild Ride first? No, because then we still can't pitch. What we want is like a blue. Still probably save the Monstrous Veil. Maybe it's just save the Breakneck. What am I saying? Yeah, save the Breakneck. Yeah. I'd say the first game was... and then... oh, what's the word? Did you spell anomaly? Close enough. Anomaly. I did, you know, try and make this to be consistent. Slightly less damage, though. So I think I missed a swing or something in there. But, you know, we're ahead enough. Doesn't have Phantasm. I still want to deny it. Has Dominate, so I can only block with 1. I'd rather keep the yellow. No, the resource could come in handy. Oh, God. Sorry, I always click the top button instead of that. Yeah, because now we Wild Ride, Pitch Smash, hopefully hit the Skull Crack, Breakneck Battery. Regardless of what we draw. But they have Ward now. So now it becomes a little tougher of a game. At least we're starting at a much higher HP. Though it is probably still correct to try and clear. What is this? When it attacks, you get 2 Spectrals. It's always correct to clear. Yeah, I probably should have. We had enough life where I wouldn't have cared about the 2, and then our string would have been much better. Because right now, look, I'm screwed because it didn't hit the Skull Crack. I mean, the nice thing is I can Monstrous Veil the Skull Crack. That's kind of something. Or not, because I just suck at 50-50s apparently. Yeah. Oh well. Oh well. Brute life. 3 copies. Well, they hit 1. Alright, so we want to keep the blue. Do I care about the agility? We're kind of stretching it. But we could Breakneck. Hopefully play something else. Let's probably keep this Smash. Yes, I know it doesn't have a popper. We're just mitigating damage. Good, he didn't say anything. Right, because, again, this is the guarantee attack. These are 1s, so it'd be incorrect. We'd lose 1, technically. Although we will have to end up because he has 5. 4, sorry, that's a Figment. Same thing, though. We'll still have to end up blocking 1. We have to swing, though, so that does help. But he still has a big enough hand where he's playing something, yeah. Getting the Blood Rush was it. So the main objective of this deck is just OTK. Yeah, you get the roll sometime. Good game. So we won the tiebreaker. That means we go back to Melody. Where's Murky? So the question is, although it was far in the past, what bow and what buffs are you running for Murky Water? I'm also going to type in Murkmire. That's what I want to see. As name counter, it's just +1, damage can't be prevented. Strong. Wow, this is an interesting end. Dorinthia, token doesn't matter, because they have Go Again, they have Vigor, they have yada yada. So we're fine to create the tokens, and we get some life too. I'd assume they take the Go Again, because it saves their charge. Cricket. Yeah, they pick Cricket. So at the point where stuff is not loading. There's another stall turn. So we can block with Sun's Kiss. Oh, they're just setting up. That's interesting. Suppose I have given them the keys to the kingdom with the Quicken token. Cycle the tome, see what we get. But we're at 26, so I don't think they can OTK us. Minnowism. Definitely just want to burn the Minnowism. Nice thing too is they can't, well, double benefit from Quicken. It gets destroyed. So I suppose they take the Vigor at this point with whatever they're trying to set up. We keep the Sunkiss in case we end up playing Moonwish. Although I guess it's also right, keep the Nasty Surprise in case you end up drawing Art of War. Either way, next turn, Tunic's up, we've got 2 copper, we've got some gold, we have Final Act. It's about as good as any turn to try and pop off. Oh, and we're at 26 life. They picked the Might, so they don't need the 1 extra resource, interesting. You better play your whole hand then. See, rewarded. The problem is the tome. Let's cash enough the gold first just to have the hand size to play with. Unless they have another additional as well. Any buffs don't really matter. They can't do 26. I'd much rather if Moonwish was put to the bottom than top. That'd be so much more impactful. The nice thing too, though, is if we whiff, well, we should have a decent amount of life gain. Famous last words. I'd be surprised if Dorinthia can do 26. 20? Yeah, I'd be a little scared. Not 26. But we'll see. Okay, pop the tunic. Pop the cash in. Play with the gold. Get our options. I think it's still better to float the resource for Moonwish. And tempted to can the tome. Because tome's only good if we get lead the charge. It's definitely Quicken. Definitely Moon's Wish. Pay or not to pay? That's the question. I doubt they let us get the Sunkiss from it, so I'm going to float the resource. Right, because it helps with the copper now too. Yeah. 2 resource floating, so copper's basically 2 extra silver. We don't have as much reach as I'd like, in all honesty. Considering we've already played 2 Sun's Kisses. There's only 3 left in the deck. There's 3. Plus 2 Other Wars is 5. Plus another cash in is 6. Yeah. We could have gone back to 4 cards. I would be super happy. But still. Either we combo or we don't. That's the fun. Give me an Art of War. Or get me lead the charge with 1 resource. Perfect. Okay, so we do have this rounds on me, which I might have to use. And we get to play 1 Final Act, I guess is the way of looking at it. It's just not going to be very big. I almost screwed myself. Almost. Draw an attack, please. Draw an attack, please. Not that attack. God. I screwed myself. I should have kept 1. Oh well. I would have been super happy. I mean, it's not huge, we didn't get the cash out, but it still could have been something. Eh. Always keep an attack for Ardibor. That's the lesson to learn here. But without the cash out, we just don't get enough. Now the crazy thing is Mystic, right? They can draw 34 cards off of 24 cards. So if you do some math, that means in a 60 card deck, Mystic can draw through the entire deck if some little stars align, for the record. And it's not even insane stars to align. It's just minor stars to align. I mean, technically, we're starting kind of from scratch. I don't run Encores at all in this deck, which I should, probably. I just didn't want the yellow. I should replace one tome with it, in all honesty. Because without the Mage Master, there's no reason to run the 2 tomes. They couldn't do 26, but unfortunately neither could we. But I can deny the Courage token. Do I care about denying the Courage token? Am I even blocking? I mean, my game plan now is kind of non-existent. So I don't have attacks, even if we find the cash out. Do I run Remembrance? I can't even remember if I run Remembrance. Do I really want to attack? Guess we're doing that. They have React? That's the question. I mean, we're super tanky. We can fatigue this, but I don't think it'll work out in our favor, in all honesty. No worries, Dominja. Stay around. Enjoy the rest of your something. Well, it's USA, so enjoy the rest of your late night. Right? We win by inactivity? Yeah. It's a loss, but I want to find more games. And a defense reaction, interesting. Ooh. Alright, we'll probably do 1 Riptide CC and 1 KO, I'm thinking. I need to put 3 blues in. The reincarnates, maybe? Pretty sure there were more decent blues. Not really. It's just the reincarnates for value. Pre-order or not to pre-order is also the question. I dislike this by this company. They did it for heavy hitters too. It's the first time. I don't know if they've ever had stock, but obviously I can still pre-order 4s of the loose booster boxes. So it's almost like they just don't want to give the $20 discount. But I'm not gonna. There's nothing to really complain about, right? Because cases are meant to be 600 here in Australia with the recommended. So the fact that it's $100 off is still substantial. Another deck I do want to make though is Klloo. Probably for Classic Constructed. Ping Klloo. Because Kindle is going to be glorious. There's just so many good zeros for your ability. And my idea was just take all of these and just look for Blazing Aether. And anything that gets you +1 in hand size, which 2 Kindles is just fabulous. It's like a potential 2 extra Kano pops with the damage. And one of the big things that went over my head is the fact that you don't have to play the cards you banish. You can play them at any time. So you can banish everything. And then if you hit Aether Wildfire, right, then you just use it. Gaze as well, right? For a redo. So now it's like running a 57 card deck. Look at that, right? 18 cards already in blue. We're against Kano. Speak of the devil, and he shall appear. Alright, so we want Arcane. I don't really want Arcane, but you need Arcane. Guessing I'm meant to take everything. See if it's combo. If it's combo, it's just a race, basically. Alright, we start with Reel In. We have to hold the Feign Deaths. And he's Ragamuffin, so he is combo. Definitely. Do I bother? If I stash the Feign Death now, we're just playing awfully slow. I want the Reel In just for resources. No, I can't Nourishing. It's just a pass. Yeah, it's a pass. You can stash the Feign Death. Oh, he's doing damage turn 1. Okay. He might be a little unhappy. He's high rolling so far, that's nice. And an Aether Flare. We can definitely do damage. And you can Ragamuffin away whatever this card is. So you can put it on top of the deck. Which is just such a great use of Ragamuffin. You can't... Why'd he end? I guess he just wanted the setup? Isn't it you may play that this turn, so you'll lose the Wildfire? Curious. Interesting. I guess he just wanted to hit the anti-potion. They retool Kano. There needs to be some form of interaction on his ability. Alright? Like, make it cheaper, but give the opponent the ability to pitch to stop it or something. So we're gonna bait him. Aether Flare can come through. Lessons in Lava is doing 7. So technically I can deny it, but I don't think that's worse. The worst yet. So let it through. As soon as he goes to Wildfire, then we feign death. Oh no, he's still setting up. Interesting. Well, our turn is just nourishing. We want to get rid of the non-values. So I assume he's just trying to burn cards. Because I only need 2 Aether Wildfires, right, to really go insane. Yeah, you know, we have a ton of cards to pitch into reel in if need be, to find resources. And also a Memorial Ground for another nourishing. But we really want to wait till he burns the equipment. It's doing 5. We do 4. Get rid of that. And that. I like to play the reel in though. Especially if we're saving nourishing. I also don't think you need 3 feign deaths. You basically let the first Aether Flare go through, you neuter the damage, and then the second one you completely deny, and that's pretty much enough to shut it down. So, Memorial Grounds. I'd love to get rid of the sink. I can't do that, I have nothing to spend. Talishar would have been nicer here. I think the 4 is what you really need. Problem is our hand is kind of bad. So that's also... No, Aether Flare is not the one we're thinking. Aether Wildfire is. Aether Flare is just the next attack. Right, can you play Aether Flare on your turn? You can. So as long as you work to combo Aether Flares, you can still kind of accomplish Wildfire. Unfortunately, I have to pitch away the Premeditate, but we can't play Nourishing from Arsenal anyway. Oh, good. Thought I messed up the click for a second there. Oh, such riveting gameplay. Nothing to really commentate. I can understand though why Kano likes to go into Riptide. So I'm assuming if we were KO they wouldn't bother, right? Because we will just run through them. There's no way they can get the combo off in enough turns. And look how much... Like, it's fun, but it takes so much setup. There has to be easier ways to do it. Like, everyone just wants a really big number, that's the thing, though. So we don't actually get to neuter the first one, but we still get to feign death the second one. So it'll be 6, followed by... No, yeah, you still just neuter the second one. He doesn't have 3, so I don't have to care about the other one. Well, he's just spindling because we're low enough. That's interesting. Nope. I'm also curious why it hasn't given us our feign death prompt. Did I pass through it? I don't think I did. Shouldn't I get to put it on top of the stack when they designate a card? It doesn't really matter what they use. Everything's just a ping. Yeah, but now I can feign death. So they still have 1 flare left. We do have a lot of HP to recover, or that we can recover, I should say. Don't put anything in the arsenal. We really want to find tomes. That's how we recover. Nourishing's not in the graveyard, so is it worth just nourishing? It's probably just worth nourishing for the intellect. The nice thing too is I can stash nourishing in the arsenal, right? Because Kano doesn't care about disrupting the arsenal. And as soon as we get buffs, then we can attack with it. I have Metacarpus, so I don't know what they can do exactly damage-wise. Because we have 4 every time. Now it's my turn to search for what I want. Which is buffs. Just premeditates. And buffs. So, no more Sonic Booms. There is 1/8 of Wildfire, 1/8 of Flare left. Really need our healing. Problem is the low amount of blues that we have. This is the scary turn. Ooh. Yeah. Well, that's game. I'm not playing a game. As this deck, at the very least. But I do want a game with Riptide. BQ's in. I'll be a little bit upset. Why is that? Okay. The first, we still need some Arcane Barrier. Well, technically you need both. The Lantern. We'll take just the boots, actually. Oh, same to you. The Codex, but then a whole bunch of trash. Let's probably just stash the Sink Below. But I feel like they are Runechant. Yep. Which makes it worse for us. But we can mask now. And feel less bad. We'll Goliath this one. You don't have to put Codex into the arsenal. Codex is probably the right call. But we're hoping they attack. If they don't attack next turn, then they are just trying to stack up Runechants. There's Gloom Veil. It looks like they're going to be a mix. Probably would have been correct, actually, Codex into the arsenal. Just for our double turn. Not the best draw, I gotta say. Please attack. Please and thank you. Nope, more Runechant generation so far. There we go. What do we pitch? The Warmongers. Alright, so it has to go again. So Frailty works, but nothing else really. I don't think they have any real reactions, do they? For me to worry about? So this will be... Better take the pings and just Sigil on this one. You could also sink the Blood Rod. Still probably better to double. We could look for something better, but I think just gaining the 3 life at this point, probably the correct call. I know I didn't need to double trap, but basically I want to find buffs for nourishing. We kind of let through whatever they do next turn. Come on. It's not quite it, but at least we have Codex, discard, pitch, remembrance. Right, to get nourishing back into the deck. So that's not a bad cycle. It being only 6 is kind of eh. And then 2 traps to play. Hoping to hit... what do we even have in this one? Problem is, Class Constructed, there's not that many good buffs. It's just Codex at this point. We'll get the Frailty anyway. I feel like the Greater Than has a better chance to land. It's more disruptive. Six with Dominate is not scary. Right? Especially because they have the Skull Cap, the Caprice. But it then values, you know, later game nourishings, where we actually do have it buffed. Right. 1, 2, yeah, that's 3, 5. But now they can just block with 1 card from hand. Deny the intellect. Remembrance still screws me. Because I can't do it now because it doesn't disrupt the chain. Arsenal, the what? The inertia. That's actually perfect. Except for the cost basis, but we can work with this. And I can get the Warmongers back too. Destruction though. So I'd have to block 6 and prevent that. So we're losing the inertia. And we're taking the damage. That's not bad, because again, not the game plan we're going with. The 8 is irksome, though. But does then deny the Skull Cap. Back to back is... No, not back to back, that's the Arsenal. Okay, we should be fine. They'll take damage from Blood Debt, but it's only 1, right? So we're still ahead. We don't want them to be able to block with Skull Cap. Okay, so it's Deep Blue. Do that, get the 3 resources. Play Recital. Slash the Nourishing. No real reason to. Play Remembrance. Get back the 3 cards. And play Nourishing. They should get through, right? Because it's 2. That doesn't work. And a card from hand. They should get the Intellect here. Skull Cap 0, no? Three. We see the Carapace means Arsenals. I don't think they ever have a block in their Arsenal. I feel like they're a super aggressive deck. Yeah. It's kind of okay. Only 1 rune chant. Memorial Grounds. Sucks. And Codex, right? If we didn't Warmongers, this would be a fantastic follow-up hand. Instead, it's rather abysmal. It's definitely Talishar. You know, one's at the bottom, right? One's shuffled somewhere. Either way, let's get rid of these 2 cards. For now, at least. Dash the Tripwire. Codex will be more impactful first. Come on, really? It happens every time. I just get absolutely punished for getting back the nourishing. That's why I'd much rather the Murky. Because you can have as many as you want in the graveyard. You can have 3 copies in the deck. Ugh. At least I can pitch the Remembrance. So I could have had 2 super strong follow-up turns if I didn't Warmongers. That just feels awful. Tome's nice. That's some life gain as they slowly whittle themselves down. We do have to clear him, which does... Is it better? Let's not play the tome right now. We have the traps for it anyway. So whether or not I can get more life out of this, that's the question. Gloomveil is a 4 and a 3. So yeah, we can pitch the Pitfall. Bash a card from your soul. So I gain 1 life. We don't have a soul. We get to do that. Do the ping damage. And they get a Rune-Chant token anyway. Do I need to Blood Rot? Do I care about the one? We've already taken damage, so it doesn't really matter. That allows me to play the Tome and heal next turn. Well, no, because I didn't. I obviously can't Arsenal it. This is more damage avoided, right? Yeah. And it's a trap that wouldn't work, regardless. I feel like we do have enough sustain to outvalue this. Maybe 1 more nourishing would clench it. It would also be nice to be able to swing against this guy. We have a decent amount of healing coming up, though. With Reel in, perfect. So there's a chance we can get a nice big hand. For the Tome. If he just has like a stally setup turn. And of course the blood... What is it called? Blood... something damage. So it is probably Reel in first. Again, we're just trying to get hand size. The max you can draw is 4. I'll be greedy. We'll keep the premeditate to pitch away. Perfect. So now the question is, do we just Tome and take the damage? That's a yes. So it's a 6 with no buffs. We can play... Does that go again? Doesn't have go again. Doesn't have greater than either. When you play your next no-attack action card from this turn as though it were instant. It's fine. What are they playing? They're playing a go again to get an action point. That's fine. Still means we trap it, because they're just going to swing. Okay. We lose by 2. still worth trapping. We heal 5. Would have been nice to have positive hand. Still. We find the nourishing. We should be very happy. There's also a weak trap turn for us, though. Be nice if we could land the collapsing trap. So hopefully they do an attack with go again, and they don't cheat out the action point. Well, it's not cheat, they don't gimmick out the action point. Man, if only we had nourishing. This card was nourishing. Right, we just one trap. I feel like we can survive. And then it's just premeditate, nourishing. And we'd be lower than them too, so Arcanite doesn't matter. The priest would just be 2 block and a 3, so it's 5. But we're dealing in what ifs. Widespread Ruin. Top guy of your deck. Interesting. So, it is definitely the pitch. Pitch the collapsing trap. See what they do first. They're going to gain the action point. I assume they will. We're taking 6. I think because of the Harrow we have lost. Yeah. I'm guessing they were debating on waiting to see if we trap, but we probably would have let the 6 damage through in this scenario. Nice thing though is Rock Slide is a lot more beneficial. Because now they can't pay for it. Wait, what? Do they have 1 resource? They didn't have 1 resource. Alright, it's 4. I don't know where my head's gone. I was thinking the 2 goes up. The Harrow, we block 3, we swing against it. We sort of bank on getting premeditate. Interesting. That makes me more comfortable in not having to swing and save the 2 premeditates. What are you debating? I don't think there's any other ways for you to cheat out. Yeah, because it's once per turn. We take 1. We pass. We hope we draw Nourishing. Forever punished for not leaving it in the graveyard. Ooh. I forgot to use Moravian Skies. Fine. Does have go again. Unfortunately, we don't have a go again trap. What's the hit effects? Current chain, gain life equal to the number of heroes, so it's just a gain 1. But the Moravian Skies is next room attack action card you play this turn gets go again. And that hit effect. So it's better to block this one than block the next one. Yeah, now it's just a 6. We go to 6, and we just hope we draw the Nourishing. It's life gain, but no block. The one Warmonger's just screwed us entirely. Seems like we'll get one more turn. Although the Moravian Skies, actually no. I think we're done. And a pummel. Flail. Could have flailed to top it off. Fortunately, the Warmongers. Bad card. Works well with Nourishing, but there's just more cards to hit it if it's in the graveyard, right? Remembrance. What else? Well, actually, it's because we Remembrance one out. Isn't it not? Memorial Ground and Codex. 6 copies of that versus 3 copies of Warmongers. Oh, well. That'll do me for today. Anyone hanging around? Thank you, and watching posts. Thanks as always. Hope you enjoyed.